for the noise, but it's really hot here, so I'm obliged to use the fan. All I can is reducing a bit. Okay, I got a download about this blonde girl who was saved but kidnapped again from the army or the police who saved them before they could give this girl back to her mother in England. And I pick up on a white Citroen. The plate number is I think it's the real plate number, because they might use a fake plate number on it, but the real plate number is ys265zk, and right now it's driving on the A11 between Nantes and Angers. I don't know how to pronounce that, Angers or Angers. You have a taupe in your team, and the name that comes out is Céline, Marie, Thomas or Thomas, Nick, Nicola, or maybe the female version of it. I have nothing to do with this, because this actually, those who accuse me with remote viewing your work and helping criminals, that is idiot. Why would I have put up on my Alive where is this little girl and what's going on if I would work with any criminals? So the person who accused me with this has something to do with the taupes, or she is herself the taupe. Why the little girl was kidnapped, don't worry, they won't kill the girl. Her blood is really precious. They figured out because you took some blood tests for genetic identification, and these blood tests, actually not the blood test, but some part of the blood went to an organization, and this girl is really special, so they don't want this girl to die now, but she will be harvested for her blood to do the genetic experiments in a private agency. They want to drive around with her in this white Citroen for 1 or 2 weeks. It's like a utilitarian vehicle, and it's possible to sleep inside. I mean, it's like living in one setup. The little girl is in the back, and you can't see through. Maybe there is no even window in the back. Yeah, there is no window. They want to drive around all over France, so at least north of France. They might even change vehicles soon. But right now, they are at the beginning of the road of A11. There is no other Citroen like that on this road, or at least 25-kilometer radius. There is no other Citroen like that. Okay, this is the only Citroen like that, and their plan is to drive around and live in a car for at least 2 weeks until the research comes down. I mean, the name of Celine is very, very strong. I don't know if this is the woman who drives the car or this is the taupe in your team. Also Elizabeth, Jade, all these names coming up, they have connection to this kidnapping. Robert, also Mark. I see a guy with glasses and medical lab clothes, you know, and a pipette. So it must be somebody who did, or somebody who is in the team of genetic testing, who must have sent this blood sample to organization. I believe this is a private military agency. It's not in France. It's not in France. It's in Germany, close to Munich. It's not in Munich. It's a small village. And usually people do not know what is this. They think it's an agriculture setup, but in reality, it is a private military agency. They were researching the project of artificial womb, and actually they created a company now that is advertising this artificial womb in Germany. That's why I'm a channeler, okay? Yes, I do tarot reading. I am a tarot reader, energy reader, channeler. I can do also remote viewing. I'm one of the best remote viewer in Europe, actually. I would say the best. And I use all that when I work, okay? And it's not, I'm not part of any organization, any criminal organization. All of my life, I did not commit any crimes. The person who accused me with lies is trying to cover up the involvement of this kidnapping. Just think logically. Why would I put up that this girl needs help if I would be involved in a bullshit? They want to use the girl's blood for genotherapy and also creating bio nanotechnology that is injected in human soldiers to heal them, to enhance their capacities. Okay. Right. I pick up on the name Pierre also. I don't think he is on the right side, but he's one of these criminals. If you don't save this girl, she will be kept alive at least 10 or 11 years until she will pass away because she can't take it anymore. She will be practically tortured by these people, practically emptying almost each time and just barely leaving enough blood to survive. And they will feed her, will take care of her just to have more blood to get. Those who kidnapped her are planning to earn lots of money with this. For them, this girl does not represent a human being, but a bag of money running around. They can't let slip away. The top in your team received 12 million euros to give out information. Where is this? Where you taking this? How are you taking this little girl back to England? The other problem is now the family, especially the mother of this child, is in danger in England because they might want to kidnap her, but she will be targeted and she will be put up in a breeding program because her genes, the precious gene part of the girl is coming from the mother. So they want to use this gene to create artificially children like this blonde girl, and they want to sell these blood in many agencies all over the world, especially in South Africa and South America. In both of the places, they are the most advanced research institute of military weaponry. They have laboratories that they created incredible things like China has this laser weapon and this special air force that use quantum physics and quantum field computing techniques and technology. And now there's a new one, because there is one in China also, but I'm not allowed to give information about that. Galactica Federation protects that. But yes, okay. Excuse me, I'm channeling on my guards. I'm part of the Galactica Federation. I have a seat in there. My soul have. So I'm not allowed to give out certain informations. But because they're doing their research and they're cleaning up Earth also. But there is a new research institute as much as big than and advanced than in South Africa and South America. There's two now. One of them is built by the English government and the other one, not government, pardon. They're running on English government money. Maybe the English government doesn't even know it, where that money goes. And the other institute is run by French governmental money, and the French government does not know neither where does money go, and none of them is in these countries, is out of these countries. One of the research institute is in Gerland. The other one I locate, I'm checking all over energetically. It's very strange. There is a building that is practically invisible by a satellite. It's huge. It's one of the Nordic islands. I'm saying one of the Nordic islands because it's on the front line. I think it's Sweden. It's in an area where most of the year there is snow. The whole institute is huge, but it looks like almost look like underground, but it's not the case. It was built on a surface, but it's like half of the building and a roof is covered by the same vegetation that is around them. So you can't really detect it from a satellite. What you can detect that there is lots of ones going there and disappearing in a nowhere. These two institute also, they're trying to shut me up. Now, sending groups of people or call them hitmen or whatever you want. They don't want to kill the mother. They want the mother in a breeding program. They try to do it that the mother won't notice it, but she's not an idiot. She will notice that she's targeted. Um, the little girl, and they won't be able to create the same thing than a little girl. I'm not sure this girl was created naturally. I can see her gene, the DNA. It's underlapping. I don't know if a human genetics are capable detecting that, but it's like she has two mothers. But the second one is hidden under the first one genetic codes. Yeah. Yeah, they will see, they will create a baby with the mother illegally. They won't even, a mother won't even know about it. They will see that it's not the same or similar genetic mark. So they will realize that something is wrong. But human genetic, even the military one, what the help they get from the Federation, unable to detect this. Okay, I use tarot also for energetic reading that I combine with Alcoshake reading also. Because I combine many things, there is no other person in Europe at least, but I dare to say in Africa and Asia neither, who's like me. Certainly not this Celine. Okay, so we have here lots of water. Lots of water. Excuse me, I'm channeling. Okay, what I can see, this is a military structure underwater. I already read about this in my on my channel 2 years ago. This military structure is attached to, I mean, it moves with a navy ship. Wherever the navy ship goes, this military structure underwater goes also. It's like there is an invisible attachment between them, okay? I can see in Norway, this is in Norway, in office setup. This is a really elegant luxury office. There's a meeting. Very strange because usually in an office you have lots of light because you need to read documents, but this one is not really well lit. But what I can see, three men talking, three different men. One of them has a really light color suit, almost white, maybe cream color. The other one has dark. There is a military gadget involved to block my remote viewing. But I can break through, but not enough to see their face. Okay, why this three men is important? So far I get what I can hear they talk a lot about. They want to create something that can break through the protection system or shielding system of this navy and this military structure underwater. There is something there they really want, and they can't infiltrate it. They can't get soldiers or army members in there. Recently they killed a soldier. Well, I did not put up reading on this because I'm a medium. I'm helping souls to return to source. But one of the soldiers came to me a few weeks ago. He was in a fuel tank. His body was through in a fuel tank somewhere around La Rochelle. They unalived this soldier, but before they unalived him, they tortured him to get information out of this navy and the underwater structure. And the other reason they unalived him because they wanted to replace him with a copycat, but because the navy found the body, they wanted somebody to get in a recruitment to have another person instead of this one, but apparently it was unsuccessful because the requirements are very strict. This is what they're talking about, these three guys. They need to get in somehow. Okay, they notice me remote viewing, so they make the shield stronger. I can't get through anymore. Well, if I really want, I can spend 20-30 minutes and break it through, but during that time they will speak a lot of things that are important, so I will lose that. So I let this go. We have here the Nine of Pentacles and a Six of Wands. I'm channeling again. I'm not putting up visuals because I've been through heavy targeting and military tortures. I was kidnapped 3 times the last 2 years and went through military tortures that is not the French military who did, not the English one, not the German one, but it is an agency outsider, and they did a private agency. And they did because this organization wanted things from me, and they tortured me. And thanks to the Galactic Federation, I was saved. But I don't wish. They destroyed pretty much my face, and my body is pretty much destroyed. But I'm still alive, so I won't put up visual because I don't wish to be targeted again. Right, so we have here, I don't know where source is leading me, but we have here again a breeding project. There is a connection energetically with the breeding project that that is out of the hands of the military. I mean, private agencies doing it also, and not for good reasons. Some of them even connected to criminal groups, unfortunately. And I see energetic lines going to these three guys discussing, and these Navi. Somehow, this breeding program, this little girl and the mother of the little girl, it's in a plan to access to this Navi. They actually planning it now how, and somehow this valuable DNA has importance with it. I don't know if they want to create a soldier with it, or they want to put a genotherapy on a soldier, or I don't know. Maybe they want to create, I say maybe, because of the shield is difficult to, yeah, it's an existing soldier want to transform somebody exceptional, so he would get on this navy, but in reality he's a top or a spy, take it as you want. I'm channeling. Right. And now I can see a field with white flowers, and I don't know yet what is the significance of it. What is the significance of this field? This field is somewhere in France. Well, I can find this field exactly where it is, but I think it's a field where nobody touch it, because maybe some people from the Second World War were buried there, but there is it's like almost saint this. Well, I don't know, but nobody touched this field ever. Nobody has the legal right to dig on it, and it's in France. Well, some people had an idea to dig and hide things or hide bodies even in there, because they were sure nobody will dig them up. And this one has a connection also with the kidnapping of these kids. And why is important? There is lots of children. I have impression underground there was buried there, and why they did bury these bodies, but there's hundreds of them. I mean, a lot. And those who are newly buried, you could get a DNA from them, because these kids were raped, and the DNA is on them or in them. Okay. Is anything else source I have to put out? Let me see if there's any other energies lingering around. Yeah, source doesn't want me to go. Okay. Oh God. I don't know who is the leader of this navy. I don't want to know. I'm not channeling on him, but what I know that source showing me that he likes to go in a pub with his friends. When Emmy's figured out who you are, where you going, and what is your favorite drink. This man is risking to be kidnapped, so she's telling you you need to change your routines. You are watched, and they figured out your routines. And I can, but I will be honest with you. The Ace of Cups came out, and so she's showing me a bartender. They want to kidnap you and replace you. And I think you know what does it mean when I say they want to kidnap you and replace you. Right. Anything else? Don't go in that bar anymore. They replace the bartender, and the bartender is dangerous. It's not a normal human being, it's a criminal. It's a criminal, and I know you are an army person because if you are the boss of the navy, you are trained. But believe me, when you have anesthesia level of drug introduced in your body, even the protection you have in your body, you won't be able to deal with it. Okay, anything else, Sos? Oh no, oh God, please, I just don't want to get. Okay, there is a religious group is involved in this also. They are not Muslim, okay? Stop thinking is they are Muslim. No, they are not. They are actually Catholics. Um, and I don't know how is it involved in this. And as I can see the group who protects the Vatican, and this Catholic group in actually in France, and there is an energetic line to these both of the navy. It's very strange. So she's telling me that's all what you need to know. If this man would get this information somehow. Yeah. Okay. There was a group of people, and Celine and Pierre was behind this, who convinced me that I'm helping actually the French government or the English or German with my downloads. And I realized recently that they have nothing to do with this. On my downloads is going to my copycats who has a governmental position, that wouldn't be a problem. The problem is that this copycat is connected to criminal organization. That's mean she is the top or he is the top, because there's two person who has governmental position with my downloads and using my work. And both of them are connected to this society or group, or call it as you want, and criminal organizations. So that's mean wherever they work, they don't get the whole information what I give out, but partially, and that's why I'm obliged to put this up on a live. Right, anything else, source? Yeah, there's still more. Oh, how long I'm gonna stay here, I don't know. Okay, moon. Well, I have another download, but that is for the Galactica Federation, and this is for entertainment purposes. Okay. There's a new Stargate has been created on Earth by entities who are not supposed to be on Earth. And the destination, there's only one code can be entered and get through only on one planet. But this is a very low vibrational planet with entities. The Galactica Federation is fighting in another galaxy. They are extremely malevolent and dangerous. You don't want to see these creatures on Earth. And the military is really curious about this. If the military will open these gates, the security of the Earth can't be granted anymore. You won't get any military technology from this planet, but total destruction of Earth. They got this instruction about this gate and the codes from an extraterrestrial entity, but it is actually a trap. Um, I mean, I'm nobody to judge the army. I'm really nobody. But sometimes for new technology, they do everything and they don't think of the consequences. New technology is not capable to deal with all those creatures who are on this planet. And all you will do is open up Earth to these dangerous creatures, and that's what certain entities want. Evidently, it won't be a good thing when the Earth is total transmission into 5D Earth. These energetic vortex that actually how the stargates usually works will, well, in French we say déchirement. I'm not French, by the way. It will cause damages in a grid, 5D grid of the Earth that actually destabilize the planet itself. Um, this gate is not like the other one. The instruction you got from this entity to build it, it's not a more modern Stargate. It's a Stargate that potentially can destroy, fragilize the structure of the Earth by opening this gate, this energetic channel. Will destroy Earth, not like the other gates. Top of that, bringing through a potential enemy of humanity on Earth will be extremely dangerous. You have a coalition with the Federation, so you will never have any attack from air because the Federation is protecting Earth. Against this, you won't have any protection and you will not gain any new technology. This is a lie. Okay. Um, Anything else? Unknown source. Okay. Okay, there is other things I'm channeling because this is different again. And I talk about an island that is hidden actually. I thought it doesn't exist, so the army knows about this. Okay, yes, they saying to me. My spirit guide saying to me. Oh god, why I do get these downloads? So why do I have to put this out? Gosh. I'm not sure I am. Yeah, source is pushing me to put it out. Anyway, there is an island that a military created. It's like between dimensions and it's close to the Mediterranean Sea, but it's not on the Mediterranean Sea, okay? This is a base, secret base. There is a warning from source that they're talking about energetic collapse. There is a scientist specialized in quantum field should check out the holy grid. There is some problem. If the whole thing collapse, lots of people will pass away. And source does not want that because these are really valuable people. This guy on that navy knows about this. There is something underwater that is jeopardizing this island. It's a technology but combined with biological structure. No, 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 they telling no, I don't understand. Okay, what I can see, this is a structure that has biological like structure, like an animal, like a plant or something like that, but it's not biological. I don't understand what is it. This is energetically attached to the island. No, not energetically. Then how? On a quantum field, there is some quantum field threads they talking about. I never got into the quantum physics science this thing. So there's like threads attached to the island, quantum field threads. Um, from this structure, I don't know how to call it because yes, it's a technology, but it's like a living being. But they telling me it's not a living being, so I don't know. There is another. I never seen that before. It's like a living being, but it's a third group of something that before didn't exist. This is a really novel technology, even in the universe. It's coming outside of the universe. So there is no expression on what is it. This is not a technology, it's not a living being. This is not bio nano whatever structure that build with that, because there are some extraterrestrial beings, artificial intelligence that build up with bio nano particles that is practically a robot but behave like a living being, and top of that they have even soul that is not from earth, that's for sure. And that I already saw it because I channeled on that. But this I never seen before, not in this universe. Anyway, this thing is attached to this island somehow. I don't know if it was originally designed. No, it was not designed originally like that. This is the thing that is destabilizing. So she's telling you have less than a month that something happened to this island because of this structure, and you won't be able to move in and out anymore from it. And after the whole thing will collapse and everybody who's on this island will pass away. Yeah, exactly. Anything else? No, that's all. That's all what was wanted to be out. I really hope that these channeling, remote viewing, energy reading, tarot reading, whatever is, combination of all of that will reach the right people they need to be reached, and the right person will hear it, or heal from something. Heal from something. Yeah. Somebody's rooted down spiritually. I mean, you know what does it mean? You are controlled because you are rooted down, and maybe it has something to do with the top, who has something to do with the little girl who was again kidnapped. You have to see somebody who can help you and clean you up with the rooting. You are spiritually rooted. You need to be careful who do you sleep with. No, you are be careful. It's happened in your dream state. They rooted you down in your dream state. You need to clean yourself up from the roots. I need to go because my telephone is heating up. I don't know if they're hacking it or what's going on, but anyway, I hope I could help for certain people, and I really do hope you will find this girl, because if not, she will suffer the next 11 years before she passes away. Right now you can trace her down, but in a few weeks she will disappear underground, in an underground structure that is protected by a shield that nobody can channel on. So it will be practically impossible to find her. This is the end of my channeling. Take care.